Deadpool is not coming to Mortal Kombat 1. But what if he did though? Who on the Mortal Kombat roster could take the Merc with a mouth in a one-on-one? He's got the physical attributes of just like a normal guy, no laser beams, force powers, or teleportation, but he is an extremely skilled fighter with a large range of weaponry, and more than anything else, he is, for all intents and purposes, immortal. And keep in mind, the ability to start getting your head cut off is a major advantage in this universe. Also, let's not forget his fourth wall breakage, which I'm sure he could use in combat. Make sure you like and follow and all that good stuff. Let's start with the newest member of the roster, Takeda. Deadpool is stronger, Takeda's got the whips, but Deadpool's got guns. Overall, I think it would be a very entertaining fight that Deadpool would come out on top, meaning that Takeda would lose. And on the other side of the same coin, we got Scorpion. The fire powers and the ninjutsu would definitely give Wade a run for his money, but I also think that the Merc with a mouth has gone toe-to-toe with people as tough or tougher. Remember, it's a new era. So I think it's a solid maybe, or what we'll also call a stalemate. Because with Deadpool specifically, there's a way better chance of a fight going to a draw, where he can't kill his opponent, but they also can't kill him. Now we're gonna give props to somebody that y'all have given me a lot of flack for in the past, Sub-Zero. And you'll be happy to hear that I think he can do it. I think the sub would be able to deep freeze Deadpool and shatter him into pieces relatively easily. And even if Deadpool would be able to, thaw out and roll himself back together, yeah, Sub would still win. Two who are a solid maybe are the Sindel daughters, Kitana and Melina. They're both like 10,000-year-old martial arts masters with their own special tool sets that would give each of them their own unique advantages against Deadpool. You probably wouldn't be able to catch Tarkov at least. And in the battle of cock punchers, I lament to say I'm pretty sure Johnny Cage would lose. Johnny's a really good fighter, but Wade is better. That said, I think that they're kindred spirits, and they'd be more likely to be friends than they would enemies. Kung Lao, on the other hand, I think this would be a really even fight. Hat beats katanas, guns beat Kung Fu beats Deadpool's fighting style. Overall, I think it would be a stalemate, as Deadpool would be able to shake this off, but Kung might be too skilled to be taken out too easily. Liu Kang. Unless Deadpool just takes a bulldozer to the fourth wall and retcons MK11 or something mid-fight, Liu would win. Rapid fire of losers. Smoke, Li Mei, Baraka, Peacemaker. Of the four, I genuinely think Li Mei would have the best chance thanks to her fireworks. Peacemaker's helmets would help, but Deadpool's healed from worse than having his skin blown off. Kenshi would have a pretty good chance. Between his skills and his telekinesis, he'd be able to give Deadpool a run for his money, but it's not a guaranteed win, so maybe. Quan Chi! Something tells me that his mind control would not work on Deadpool, so he would lose. Raiden. I was originally going to put him as a win, but non-God Raiden just doesn't have the same strength. Plus, Deadpool's been electrocuted plenty of times and lived. I think he killed Storm in the comics, so I'll give Raiden a very low maybe. Garrus. Super strength, super wisdom, and control over the time-space continuum that would rival Deadpool's fourth wall breakage. Yeah, Garrus wins. Rapid fire of maybes. Tanya, Rain, Ashra. Tanya because the power of the gods, Rain because he flooded the city so he could probably wash away one guy, and Ashra because magic sword, but none of them are definite. Next is General Shao, and I think Deadpool would win, and hear me out. Against Omni-Man, Shao may be able to use his brute force and magic axe to cut his head off, and then that would kill him. Against Homelander, Shao Kahn may be able to use his magic axe and brute force to cut his head off and kill him. Against Deadpool, Shao could definitely cut his head off, but he'd be okay afterward. Plus, you cannot tell me that Shao wouldn't completely underestimate Deadpool. He would look at him and think, oh, this Earthrealm buffoon is a complete joke. And then DP would take advantage. So yeah, General Shao loses. Havoc. This would be a never-ending battle of chaotic good versus chaotic evil. Two guys who can heal from any injury, feel very little pain, and are both extremely stubborn. This would be an eternal stalemate. Reptile. He would eat Deadpool, and then Deadpool would burst out of his chest like a xenomorph. Sorry, Reptile, you lose. Sindel is officially getting knocked down from a yes to a maybe. She's strong, but not invincible, and her super screeching wouldn't have the same effect on Deadpool that it did on the evil Superman. Plus, she got killed in the story by being stabbed with a normal sword, but she's still pretty powerful, so we're gonna go with a maybe. Nitara, he would kill her without raising a finger. Between Megan Fox, being a vampire, and being a jobber, he will roll a vicious marker with 40d4, and she would just have a brain aneurysm, drop dead. Omni-Man would dismember Deadpool in like 20 different ways, then eventually get tired of his and just go and throw him directly into the sun. So. Homelander, on the other hand, I could see him having the General Shao problem, where he could 100% just beat Deadpool in a fist fight. But Homelander is a bully, and when his one hit, one laser blast, one grab moves don't kill Wade, he might not know what the hell to do. Deadpool would easily be able to penetrate Homelander's mind, but I'm not sure about his skin, so I'm gonna call this one a stalemate. Reiko. Deadpool would not only kill him, but would be making fun of him the entire time for being such a tryhard. Loser. Ermac. A lot of you guys give me crap about not ranking him higher against Homelander, but you gotta remember, I'm not the one who treats him like a bitch. That is the writers. That said, he'd have a pretty decent chance. With a lot of magic and abilities that would help him against an opponent like Deadpool, I'll give him a maybe. And finally, we've got Shang Tsung, who, without a doubt, would be able to chemical warfare Deadpool's ass into submission. One needle, I bet Shang could take away Wade's healing factor, and then suddenly he's crippled by super cancer again, and those claws of Shang's would tear through him better than Wolverine. So, Shang would win. And there we have it. And did you think that we were done? No, we ain't, because we got 6 new contestants to consider. Let's run through these. Cyrex and Sector both get maybes. They're armed to the gills and armored, but Deadpool has taken out a lot of robots and cyborgs in his day. They don't really have any real strong advantages over Deadpool that he hasn't dealt with before, but at the same time, they have a decent chance. Then a totally different kind of robot with the T-1000. Deadpool would not be able to inflict any psychological damage on him, and guns and blades don't work very well as we saw in T2. I think Robert Patrick would take the W here. And speaking of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, Conan the Barbarian. It's kind of the General Shao thing. He's a big, strong dude with a sharp weapon, but that's all he is a big, strong dude with a sharp weapon. Deadpool would probably be able to outmaneuver him and or just shoot him in the face. So I think Deadpool would win this one. Noob Saibot. Weird demon man that can summon clones of himself to help him fight. Noob Saibot is a formidable opponent. He's got some pretty cool powers, but I don't know how well that would really work against Deadpool, or if that would be enough to completely incapacitate him. I'll give him a maybe. And then what about Ghostface? What about Ghostface? Now remember, in the realms of Mortal Kombat, having the ability to survive this, and this, and this is a huge freaking advantage. Do you agree with my list? Let me know.